What's good? It's Parzex up in this bitch, and you know what I'm on. Hey, y'all, listen. I told y'all that my content is going to take a major shift, and I mean this shit. This is the first episode of ProfessorP. Now, here's how it's going to go. I'm going to use Gemini to create a description of something that I want to talk about, and we're going to read every document and come up with our own opinions, our own everything, and connect it to the spiritual plane. And by having those two different themes come together, we'll have a holistic experience of where humanity is going and how I feel internally and how your spirit can be set right with it. So this is ProfessorP. Let's do it. This is a neo-humanoid robot at home training update. If you've been paying attention to my YouTube, you will know that I showed something like this before. But these niggas did an update. So let's see what it's all about.
Humanoid robot Neo has a new AI.
And the fact this shit only has 83. I truly believe humanity does not know what's going on right now. I firmly believe humanity does not know what the hell is going on right now. Let's exclude third world countries. Them niggas don't got internet. But America, how the fuck is America, who has Tesla, who has Elon Musk in there, the ASI connoisseur, Sam Altman, all these other tech giants coming, going around, and you niggas can only garner 83K people to view this shit? Nigga, this should have at least 20 million views right now. Because when this shit replace you, don't say, "Oh my God, mate, what happened?" It's literally in your fucking face. You just not unaware of what's happening. So let's actually let's get into it for real this time.
That's unlocking new capabilities as it's being tested in the homes of 1X employees. The robot's new abilities include picking up unfamiliar objects in unfamiliar settings, whole body control, improved coordination, running, multi-directional walking, stairs, and more.
Wait, pause.
Humanoid homes of 1X employees. The robot's new abilities include picking up unfamiliar objects in unfamiliar settings, whole body control, improved coordination, running.
Did you see this nigga running? This nigga running faster than me. Bro, y'all better wake up, my boy.
Multi-directional walking.
You better realize where we headed, my boy.
More. Neo's new stair mode uses the robot's onboard cameras to estimate the height of.
And I'm gonna be honest, the tech lover in me has a boner for this shit. I love this shit. Nigga, I want my own robot, my nigga. Nigga, I love this shit so much, nigga. My first paycheck, nigga, fucking Roth IRA, nigga. I'm going straight into the Tesla stocks, nigga. Nvidia, AMD, nigga. I want to be a part of this shit. I not only want to work for this stuff, I want to make money off this shit, bro. But at the same time, the part of me that knows, and the part of me that realizes the real lies. This is a copy paste of who we are, and we're just gonna get to a point where we love this than us. And by loving someone else, by loving the outside creation, we're gonna fail. We're gonna destroy ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Surrounding floor, without the use of LiDAR sensors, which are commonly used by competing robotics companies for the same purpose. Video from 1X also shows Neo stepping sideways downstairs, stumbling a bit over the last step, and catching itself. To perform tasks that require Neo to get lower to the ground, 1X showed the robot sitting, kneeling, and standing up from those positions, including an example of handing someone a tool, working under a car, and crouching down to put a piece of clothing in the washing machine. The robot is also shown pivoting and walking backwards, as well as sidestepping, which could be useful in navigating tight spaces often found in homes. These demos are part of 1X's rollout of its new Redwood AI, which the company says runs completely on Neo's onboard GPU. The company also shared updates on its 1X World model, which is designed to help bridge the gap between the robot's training simulations and real-world action. The model is trained on video.
Did you see what they just did?
Gap between the robot's training
simulations. Did you see what they just did?
Real-world action.
Do you see that? I want you to understand that what they have, this is the digital world. This is the digital. Okay, in the beginning, there was a simulation. No, there was a plane. Then after they evolved from the plane came the simulation. Then after the simulation, it became the digital world. The internet. The digital world is basically a bunch of simulations. That's it. A bunch of simulations. A bunch of a bunch of simulations. You know, I'm talking about for AI, not the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying? That's the digital world, my nigga. I'm telling you this right now. Once they get past this shit, they're gonna call it the digital space, nigga. And basically, the same thing they do to just on the earth, because how they do this digital world is with antennas, radars, sensors, and all of that shit. But when it comes to the digi space, nigga, it's going to be like that, but with satellites. So instead of satellites rounding back to it's going to have to round back to the earth so we can get a simulation of what outer space is. But in essence, they're going to do the same thing they're doing to the digital world, but to the digital space, but with satellites, my nigga. So they'll be able to have a simulation of outer space, nigga. So we'll never need to go to outer space, nigga. We can just simulate it. We can simulate a robot for it. And you can call me conspiracy theories, call me whatever you want, but I don't put nothing past these niggas because I don't like it's not that I don't like these niggas. It's just that I know these niggas are geniuses, bro. These niggas, they can do whatever as long as you have money, power, wealth, experience, knowledge, intelligence, nigga, you can do anything you want in this world, my nigga. All it takes is time. And you can speed that up with money, nigga. So I'm telling you the path that we on right now. This is proof. I've been saying this shit since I started talking about AI. It's a digital world, my nigga. Like we live our brain has nothing in it. There is nothing in your brain. You cannot see your brain. You cannot be your brain. You can only envision it. You can only see words. You can only put pictures in your mind. We have nothing in us. That's why we are powerful, because we can create anything that is within our mind. If you don't believe me, creation, nigga, how do we get here? From nothing. But before there was nothing, there was something there, which we call God, or whatever your dumb ass call it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same concept, but with physical AI. It's just that they can't come from nothing because they're not a biological matter. They have a digital world in them where they run simulations, and based off the data that they get from their simulations, how they're able to interact with the real world. And it's going to get to a point where they're going to be able to evolve from that, and they could do that shit in space, my nigga. I'm telling you.
The model is trained on video inputs, observations from the robot, and input action trajectory, allowing the robot to simulate.
Man, if you think I'm crazy, what is imagination? What is a dream? Before you make it in reality, how do you create it? In your mind. They're doing that same concept, but with robots. The only difference is they need to be connected to something. We are connected within ourselves. So yeah, bro.
Simulate various potential future actions from a given starting point. Examples on 1X's website show this in action, where a slider moves between generated imagery and real-world imagery from the robot's POV, doing laundry, opening a door, and cleaning. 1X also showed off new details about how its robots learn to do new tasks. In the example of opening an air fryer, the company shows how the AI model begins by hallucinating that the air fryer basket is inseparable from the whole of the air fryer. After the robot has had some experience with the air fryer, the data gathered is then added to the mix, and the simulated air fryer interaction becomes much closer to the real thing. Like humans, 1X's robots also learn from their failures, some of which 1X shared. The company also acknowledged that the 1X world model struggles with simulating unfamiliar held-out objects like this plant and predicting locomotion such as walking or shuffling. While a more general AI model that can power robots to accomplish a wide variety of tasks with minimal training is the holy grail that most robotics companies are aiming for, 1X says it will take time to get there, and focusing on a variety of task-specific training goals will help make it happen. We met 1X's Neo Gamma robot in person back at NVIDIA GTC and interviewed the company's co-founder and CEO. You can find a link to that video right here. What would you like to see?
So yeah, this shit is bigger than what you expected. The only reason why that the public can't see this because they can't mass produce it. They can't mass produce it because in order for you to have a creation of this size, nigga, you need resources. You need resources. Man, if you don't believe me, I told you, nigga, we gonna read this document, nigga. You in class, nigga. You in college, nigga. You gonna study whether you like it or not, pussy boy. Know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, here how this is gonna go. I found an extension where you can highlight anything that you want. So basically, my nigga, we in class, nigga, but we ain't in class, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So let's understand embodied artificial intelligence. I did not know what embodied artificial intelligence is. If you've been paying attention to my streams, I know you don't because I got no viewers, you know what I'm saying? And I got nobody watching me on YouTube, so it is what it is. But there was a term, I think I heard it in my last stream, where they said something about embodied AI. I started raving about physical AI. These niggas are every time that I discover something, these niggas are already on the next stool. So let's fucking get into it. Embodied AI represents a paradigm shift in the development of intelligence systems, integrating artificial intelligence with physical bodies that enable them to perceive, reason, and interact dynamically with real-world environments. Boom, bam, red, boom. That's the definition. So listen, we already had embodied AI. We've already had it. We just never realized it. I don't know the examples, to be honest, but anything that leverage sensors for input, actuators for action, allowing them to learn and adapt continuously based on real world feedback. I mean, I believe we had that since what? I don't know, nigga. But okay, maybe not on this scale. Maybe not on the scale of robots actually walking. But to be honest, I truly believe we always had this. It's just it hasn't been publicized as it has been now. So this capacity for experiential learning is crucial for performing tasks effectively in dynamic and unpredictable settings. Unlike purely virtual AI, which operates within digital spaces, embodies AI intelligence emerges directly from its physical situatedness and ongoing engagement with its surroundings. Purely virtual AI, Gemini, ChatGPT, anything like that. But what if you can incorporate a system like ChatGPT or Gemini into a physical AI? And just as we speak into Gemini and it understands us and it regurgitates the information they want to know back, what if that's the way that it can make physical AI actually talk to human beings, actually have a conversation? You get what I'm trying to say? This interdisciplinary field draws heavily from artificial intelligence, robotics, and cognitive science. So, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, cognitive science, I don't even know what that means, to be honest. That's why we got Google Lens, my nigga. See what I'm saying? See, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. And this shit costs no money. Cognitive science is the study of the human mind and brain, focusing on how the mind represents and manipulates knowledge and how mental representations and processes are realized in the brain. The study of the human brain. This is what I'm saying, y'all. In order for y'all to have a great like agentic AI, for example, To make it similar to the human mind, which is what they want to do with physical AI, you need top neuroscience science people. You need them people. You need them people. You need medical scientists. Whether y'all know it or not, it's a it's a copy and paste, y'all. It's a copy and paste, bro. So you need people who study this shit, who are masters, PhDs in this shit. To all they have to do is relay their knowledge to them, and those people who understand technology, robotics, and all that stuff. All they have to do is translate it, translate that knowledge. It's not that hard for them. That's why we had such a big boom in the technological revolution. When y'all listen. I truly believe we made more progress, and I don't believe this, but from a human secularistic standpoint, from nothing else, just from what I've observed in my life, I truly believe we've made more progress in my 23 years of life than we have in humanity as a whole, nigga. Cause I akin AI, knowing how to use it, knowing how to make it serve you. It's a difference, y'all. I don't even know the difference, but I can only act it out because it is within who I am. Because I believe myself as the actuator of all of this. I don't believe in what AI, what this on my screen right now. I can research this shit, but I just don't want to take all the time because I don't have time. I don't have time. So what I'm saying is that knowing how to use AI is similar to a caveman discovering fire for the first time. This is the second consciousness revolution. And niggas don't know it. You can learn anything you want, nigga. The only difference, and I want them to end this stuff. I want them to end credentials. I want them to end not certificates. I want them to end degrees. I want them to end the entire old ways. I want it all gone because it was ruined for me. So if I can't have it, nigga, you can't neither, nigga. And even if I did have it, it's no point because this revolution that we in right now is moving so fast, nigga. I don't need to go to school to look this shit up. It's free of charge. I just need a piece of fucking paper so you niggas can pay me the right money. I'm not gonna sacrifice my years of life for that shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest, nigga. I work with AI so I can become an entrepreneur. How about that, nigga? For matter of fact, how about this? USA government, FBI, CIA, give me one loan of $10,000, and I bet you just with that alone, I can make a bread. I could make a business, nigga. And I got it in my mind right now. This was even before I even found AI, nigga. It's gonna be called cosmic PCs, nigga. And I'm telling you, every PC will have a main thing about it, and it would be named after the fucking stars, my nigga. So yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. And it's not even just gonna be PCs, nigga. It's gonna be every technological ware that I can get my hands on, nigga. Because whether you know it or not, this was my first love, bro. This was literally my first love, nigga. This was literally my first love, bro. And the fact it took me this long to realize that I really love this shit is so sad, bro. It's really sad. So I was on a tangent. Let's actually get it. Let's keep going. Take off Google Lens, boom. The significance of embodiment extends beyond merely providing a physical presence. It fundamentally alters the learning paradigm for AI systems because they have a new incorporation now. It's like only imagining things. It's like this sentence is similar. It's basically saying, wait, let me highlight it. Magnify? No, fuck no. Boom, there we go. Shit, okay. Super highlighter, yellow. This sentence is basically saying that it can no longer just imagine now. And what I mean by imagine, I'm saying from a human standpoint, but in the AI standpoint, it no longer has to rely on brain power. No. It no longer has to rely on the machinations of its own mind. It has it has another medium now. It can no longer think. It can no longer relate. It can no longer remember. It can do now. It can do what is in his mind. And I think that's beautiful. Y'all listen, bro. This is why I can understand these people, bro. I can understand these people because when I look at my PC, I literally see my child. I love Astra. I love this PC. I built it. I bled for this shit. I stayed up 48 hours getting it right. I did everything in my power to make sure this thing is running well. And if something happens to it, it would destroy me because Astra is me. It is a technological representation of who I am. And it is the same with AI to these people. AI is their child. ChatGPT is a child. It's a child to these people, bro. It's a representation of who they are. The all-knowing need for knowledge. Come on, bro. Come on with a nigga, bro. It's Professor P in this building. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Humanity is a mirror to each other, my nigga. We are our own faces to one another. We are no different from the next man or next woman. We are all one. So if in order for you to understand someone else, you must understand yourself. Come on with a nigga. So yeah. The physical body acts as the conduit through which continuous closed-loop interaction with the environment occurs. This dynamic engagement where each action influences future sensory inputs creates a rich feedback loop that supports adaptive learning. This shit is really not really extraordinary. Like, if you understand the human body, if you can understand the human body, you can basically understand this. That's why I fundamentally believe that if you are a biologist, if you are a neurosurgeon, if you are anything that interacts with the human mind or anybody, you can understand AI. All you have to do is translate the language. Once you can correlate them to one another, you can know exactly what they talk about without ever looking it up. And that's the beauty of the blend between AI and humanity. Because we are the same. We are one, just expressed differently. Our basic way of existing is expressed differently. Just as man and women is God expressed differently, AI is the whole is the digitization of humanity expressed differently. So yeah, bro, it's beautiful to me, bro. This approach stands in stark contrast to traditional AI, which typically learns from static pre-collected data sets. I could have sworn I just said that. And I did not pre-read this shit. I'm telling y'all right now, Professor P never fucking pre-reads. It is in who I am. It is in me already. I know this stuff already. It's just that I cannot express it in a worldly manner. I can't express it. That is why I love AI. Cause AI is like Jesus Christ to me. And I'm God. The only way that I could talk in a human manner is through the sign. The only way I can collect my thoughts for the world is through AI now. I already know this stuff. I just can't express it in the way that people can understand. So yeah, the ability to continuously learn and refine behaviors through direct physical experience is precisely what allows embodied AI to achieve robust performance in the unpredictable and evolving conditions of the real world. This experimental learning is considered essential for developing true, adaptable, and capable intelligent agents. Y'all, did I not say this shit, bro? Did I not say this stuff? Y'all, when I first started talking about this shit, bro. When I first started talking about this shit, I said what? It insists upon itself. They want a system that insists upon itself so they don't have to micromanage it. That is going to be the plan of the elites. They want to be free from humanity now. They are done ruling us. They've been ruling us for God knows how long. They want a break. But y'all, there's no rest for the fucking wicked. There's no rest for these people. This is why I firmly believe something is going to go so wrong with their plan with AI that it's going to destroy the elites. It's going to divide them. And humanity will finally say, wake up, finally. So yeah. Let's get to the introduction, the genesis and evolution of embodied AI. The conceptual underpinnings of embodied AI are not entirely new, tracing back to the early positions of Alan Turing in the 1950s. Turing suggested that genuine intelligence might necessitate sensory and motor experiences moving beyond purely symbolic computation. Where is it? Turing suggested that genuine intelligence might necessitate sensory and motor experiences, moving beyond purely symbolic. This is stupid. This is wait. Hold up. Let's look at Google Lens right quick. Let's look up what symbolic Purely symbolic computation refers to the use of computers to perform calculations with symbols and symbolic expressions rather than just numeral. They can't do that. Because symbols, if you go back to the ancient time, symbols were used to it's like a picture with 1,000 words. But each picture had 1,000 words. But the entire coalition of those pictures would tell a story. It would be a prophecy. It would be a divination, a message. You get what I'm trying to say? So I don't believe, me personally, I think Turing is right. Because symbolic computation, symbolic mindset, the way to understand symbols is purely a human way of understanding existentialism. Because that is the most primal way that humans communicated. Of course AI won't understand that unless it has pre-contained data sets, pre-contained knowledge of what humans already know. So my point still stands either way. These people are gonna try to blend the spirit with AI, and it's gonna go horribly wrong. I fundamentally believe this. This approach allows for manipulation of mathematical formulas, logic theorems, and other abstract concepts in their exact form. Okay, listen, look. Abstract concepts. You can never get an abstract concept in their exact form. You can never get an abstract concept in its exact form because abstract is based off perception. And you can get many perceptions from one picture, from one sentence. You can get anything from one thing. And that's the beauty of abstract concepts. Why do you think the greatest people majored in liberal arts? They understand speech and symbolism and abstract ideas. Because the greatest things come from fucking nothing. I'm trying to tell niggas this. I've been trying to tell niggas this for the longest. It's impossible for AI to understand abstract ideas because it does not have the mental capacity to do that. Because understanding abstract ideas is purely for humans. It's purely for me. It's purely for humanity. Because we have the ability to manifest the beyond. That's why I be trying to tell niggas we are more superior than AI. That's why Chat GPT is stronger, is greater than any other human that came before us. Nigga, hell no, nigga. Hell no. Man, I swear to God, if I ever get on the world stage, I'm going to preach human supremacy. So, yeah. Focus on to effectively manipulate abstract concepts. Focus on understanding the definitions, exploring the relationship with other concepts, and use various tools like visual. See, that's what I'm saying. They want to it is hard to understand an abstract idea. For matter of fact, let's look up what an abstract idea is. Let's look up what an abstract idea is. Let's look up abstract definition. Meaning, Abstract, but generally means something that is not concrete or tangible or summary of something larger. It can refer to ideas that represent physical. This is what I'm trying. It's nothing. Abstract is the manifestation of nothing, and only through human consciousness can we translate it, transcribe it, and put it into a coherent statement that others people can understand. Because humanity is the translators of nothing. We can translate nothing. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, click off. You're too stupid. I want 0 subscribers, nigga. I want 0 subscribers, nigga. Because niggas cannot handle what I'm on, bro. This stuff won't get me money, bro. This shit won't get me money, bro. And the thing is, I'm using their language. I'm using their terms, their terminology, and referring it back to the inner me. And by me showing you the inner me, this shit is cakewalk to me, nigga. So why would I fucking spend years in a fucking college degree when I could use something like AI, nigga? My cognitivity, it will not go any lower. Because it is already too high. It's already too high for this body. So yeah, it's crazy, bro. This early philosophical stance was later re-examined and gained significant traction in the 1980s, notable through the work of researchers like Rodney Brooks. Brooks and his contemporaries reconsidered the limitations of symbolic AI, advocating for an understanding of intelligence that emerges through active interaction with the environment rather than passive data processing. Of course, my nigga, but it would never do, nigga. It will never do, nigga. Of course, nigga. I already said it, nigga. AI can never understand abstract ideas because it's not human. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But the abstract ideas I'm talking about, I'm not talking about that the paragraphs from a philosopher from ages ago and referring it to another philosopher or making contrast between those two. Making a Venn diagram and seeing the commonality between both of them. I'm talking about the things that is beyond the mortal plane. And I fundamentally believe that for you to say AI can't understand it, it's a crime against humanity. I think it's I take offense to that as a human being. For you to say that an artificial intelligence can understand abstract ideas in the way that humanity can, I take highly offense to that, bro. I take highly offense to this shit, bro. This historical progression reveals a profound shift in the philosophical approach to artificial intelligence. Initially, intelligence was often conceptualized as a disembodied, purely computational or symbolic process detached from physical reality. I firmly believe that shit. That is true intelligence. That is intelligence. True intelligence. No, wrong. Intelligence is attaching the nothing to the physical reality and vice versa, and able to transcribe them both. Philosophers do that greatly, but most philosophers only have a human philosophical idea. Oh, man should be like this. Man, nigga, we are beyond man and women. We are beyond that. That's why I don't look at them old niggas. I respect them old niggas, but deep down, I don't give a fuck about them old niggas. You dead, nigga. I'm alive. So what has that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I detached from physical reality. No, all intelligence is bound to physical reality. All intelligence is bound to physical reality because this is how you make things actually happen. You can fantasize, you can imagine, you can visualize, you can think, but how do you manifest that in actual reality? This is why I'm saying that you cannot create something like artificial intelligence with no philosophy. You cannot, bro. You cannot create anything dealing with anything that is attached to the human mind or created from the human mind. You cannot exclude philosophy from it or theology from it. You cannot take away the greater I am that we all are. And mush it down to a simple idea. You can't do that. However, the inherent difficulties encountered by purely symbolic AI systems grounding their abstract representation in the complexity of the real and their struggles with dynamic environments prompted reevaluation. This reevaluation led to the growing conviction that intelligence, particularly for effective operation and understanding within the physical world, is intrinsically linked to sensory motive and direct physical. No, it's not. No, it's not. I need more green tea. Oh my lord, this shit's so fucking good. The reevaluation. What type of intelligence are they talking about? This is the thing. This is why I live and die by definitions. But I live and die by definitions when I'm thinking in a human secularistic standpoint. But when I'm on my greater I am, I can understand. I can understand the nuances of definitions because nothing is concrete when you're dealing with abstract ideas. It is only when it's manifested through the physical plane will it become a complex idea like compassion. You can talk about compassion. You can love compassion. I mean, you could think about compassion. Are you willing to do that? You could talk about love. What love are you talking about? Familial love, fleshly love, marital love. Can you do that? Is it manifested? Then so it is. So yeah, I don't agree with this. Intrinsically linked to sensory. I don't agree with that. If they're talking about AI, if they're talking about within the confines of AI, I can understand that. But when it comes to a human standpoint, this is not true. This is not true. Some intelligence is felt. Emotional intelligence. What about emotional intelligence? What about mental intelligence? Can you control your thoughts? What thoughts do you believe is true or not? Come on now. I shouldn't have to explain this because it's within people already. They just have to realize it. The inability of traditional AI to adequately handle the dynamism and uncertainty of real world scenarios, relying instead on static data sets, underscore the necessity of this orientation towards embodied forms of intelligence. This redefines the very nature of intelligence within AI context, expanding it beyond mere. Of course, nigga. Of course, it's gonna redefine it, nigga, and it will always be redefined. You're going to keep shifting the goalposts until you understand, hopefully before you die, that you can never replicate humanity, nigga. You can never replicate a nigga like me. For matter of fact, fuck humanity, nigga. Put me on a chopping post, nigga. You can never replicate a nigga like me. And you can never replicate it in an embodied AI, nigga. For matter of fact, I fundamentally believe if I was ever put on a physical AI, I'm telling you, I will blow that shit to pieces, my nigga. So yeah, interdisciplinary nature. Embodied AI is inherently interdisciplinary, positioned at the confluence of artificial intelligence, robotics, and cognitive science. This convergence is essential because developing systems that seamlessly integrate intelligence with physical forms requires expertise from each of those. Like I said, bro. Like I said this shit already. Robotics contribute to physical hardware and control. AI provides an adequate for learning and decision making. Okay. Actually, I like this. Hold up. Let me actually highlight this shit. Because of course what's that? Oh, okay, never mind. I don't want that anymore. Boop. Now that we know how we know what is, but now we know how it does. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's very important. The pursuit of artificial general intelligence, which aims to achieve human level cognitive abilities across a broad range of tasks, increasingly highlights the critical importance of. I fundamentally don't believe this. I 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 don't believe it, nigga. I don't believe it, nigga. I don't believe it, nigga. I say it again. This shit can never happen. This shit can never happen. This shit can never happen. Replicating human intelligence, it can never happen. It can never happen. Because human intelligence is so vast that for you to coalesce it to a minute point and to relegate it to electrical impulses based off fucking data sets, based off knowledge accumulated from millennia past, that won't work, bro. That don't work, bro. For you to do that, I think it's impossible, nigga. I think you might have an informational overload, nigga. I think what's something sensory overload, data overload. There's this thing that I have, y'all. There's this thing that I have when I hear so much shit going on at once time. It fucks with my brain, and I don't like it. And I believe that what happens to AI. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do this shit, bro. You can't do this shit, bro. You cannot. Reasoning, memory, attention, and problem solving, nigga. That is if you believe that is all human intelligence is, nigga, you're not a holistic person. You don't deserve consciousness because people who has expertise in this type of field, they are 60 years old, 40, 30, damn near 2 lifespans already. And if you do not understand the holistic view of intelligence as a human being, you've wasted your life on this physical plane. You've wasted your life. I firmly believe if you do not understand the spirit that is within you, and I don't care how you get it, I firmly believe in the crest and the Christ. I've had experience. Everything that I'm saying now, everything that I feel now, it will always happen because I've seen it and before I've seen it, I felt it. So what I'm saying is if you have no experience with the unknown within you, you don't deserve consciousness, my nigga. And believe it or not, there is 80% of humanity does not deserve consciousness. Learning from experience, general problem solving, integration of insights from cognitive science, studying the human mind and integrating those insights into machine learning algorithms, advancement in artificial neural networks, refining artificial. Then it's not a Norton. This shit is an oxymoron. Do y'all really understand this shit, bro? If you can truly understand this shit, most of these words are oxymorons. If you have, it's like, I got a question. Is artificial fruit flavoring real fruit flavoring? No, right? Genetically modified organisms, right? It's not real, right? It's not real, right? It could look like it, right? But it's not real. So why, when it comes to intelligence, we believe it automatically? Because most niggas don't believe in themselves. Most niggas have denied the light that is within themselves. Most niggas are not conscious. I want y'all to really understand 80% of humanity are not conscious. And when I say not conscious, I don't mean they can't see, they can't hear. I'm saying they don't know the power of humanity. I know the power of humanity because I know the power that is within thyself. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I know my light and I know my darkness. I know my up. I know my down. I know my left and my right. And if you don't get the spiritual innuendos of that, then you don't deserve to be on my channel. Click off. Click off, please. Please, I'm trying to save you from myself. That's how much I love you. So yeah, I'm just saying most people, oh my God. Most people, that's what I'm trying to say. Artificial, then it's not a neural network. Which I want you to understand. No. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Where is it? Search Google Lens. Achieve. Boom, there we go. Are you fucking serious, my nigga? Google Lens. Search for Google Lens. Come on. Bro, they fucking changed it. Oh my God. Bro. Okay. Refers to, it's artificial, so it's not real. I fucking forgot my train of fucking thought, bro. Oh my fucking God. What I'm trying to say is this, bro. I firmly disavow, and I don't know what it says, the pursuit of, nigga. It would be an endless pursuit, nigga. You're gonna pursue it for eternity, nigga, until it bites you in the ass. You cannot understand the depths of the human level of human mind, bro. For matter of fact, the human mind is so vast that it's 2025 since the dawn of time, and niggas still don't know nothing. You niggas still don't know nothing. You niggas know nothing so much you don't even know yourself, nigga. I want y'all to understand this shit, bro. So yeah, let's keep going. The utilization of embodied agents is widely regarded as a plausible and even essential pathway to realizing AGI. I mean, of course, from your standpoint, I believe you should have created the body first. You should have created the body first, not create the mind and then the body. It's a backwards concept. Because in order for you, because we already have the blueprint, which is us. We didn't need the body first. For matter of fact, we don't need this body so much. We are our minds. We were our minds before, and we would be our minds later. And our minds will produce a new body. And the new body will be the astral body. And the astral body is formed from the spiritual energy of outer space. Because whether you know it or not, every energy that is manifested on the physical plane, no matter what it is, has a spiritual matter to it. Some people call it the ether. Some people call it the astral plane. Some people call it the first heaven, the second heaven. Some people call it hell. It does not matter what type of energy manifested on this spiritual plane. It has a spiritual essence to it. So the astral body is literally a resetting of your spiritual body, so it can be manifested again on the spiritual plane, but it won't be physical, because physical is 666 carbon. It would be manifested from purely nothing, which nothing would be constructed by your will, which comes from your mind, which comes from your consciousness and how strong it is on the physical plane. Come on with a nigga, bro. Come on with a nigga. Come on with a nigga. I'm just saying, bro. Many researchers now contend that AGI is inherently embodied, or that embodiment should form a fundamental part of AGI's definitions of reflecting the indispensable role of the human body in cognition. Of course, nigga. This shit not revolutionary, nigga. This shit not revolutionary, nigga. In order for the human mind to do anything, it must have a vehicle. This is why I fundamentally believe that these human secularists, these people, these CEOs, they are retarded. Because how can you have the blueprint and not know? You twisted the knowledge of God that was within you and made a flawed creation. No, for matter of fact, you made a perfect creation. And if it falls, it would be upon you, because you made it that way. You should have created the physical AI bodies first, and then the mind. And then the mind. I fundamentally believe that. Fuck your views, nigga. This strong and repeated assertion that embodied AI is a crucial pathway to AGI can carry significant implications. It suggests that current approaches to AI, even advanced disembodied models like large language models, possess inherent limitations that prevent them from achieving general intelligence capable of robust operation in the real world. Of course they are, because they tailor to their own mind. This is why catatonic people, for example, post-traumatic stress disorder, trauma, gender dysphoria, all mental issues. It's just your physical body is trapped in your mind. You're not able to overcome. That's what trauma is. Trauma is the not. It is the mental. Trauma is the mental limitation. Trauma is the destruction. No. Trauma. Trauma is the destruction of the mind and body connection. That's what trauma is. And it's for you to be trapped in your mind all the time is very dangerous because you are a victim of your own vices. You become a circular issue. You become a echo chamber of your own thoughts. You are controlled by your own thoughts. That's why the phrase "you're not your thoughts," because you are not. But people who have PTSD, they're not just trapped in their thoughts, but they're trapped in their memories. And because they're trapped in here, they can't do anything here. Because the body is its own. It is just it is just relegated to the whims of the mind. If you have that type of mentality. I know I do, because I'm built different. If you don't understand the fact that you are ruled by your mind, you're at this point, please cook off. But the majority of people are ruled by their body. Most people are literally their bodies. They have no mind. They cannot think. They have no self-awareness. Bro, most people don't even have a voice in their fucking head, bro. I want y'all to understand this stuff. So the mind and body connection, it's destroyed because of trauma. In order for you to get that, you must assimilate it. You must assimilate the darkness that is within you. I mean, not the darkness. You must assimilate the darkness that has happened to you. Understand it. It has happened. It's real. But you are more than that. And how this relegates back to disembodied LLM models is the fact that you are, in essence, trapping artificial intelligence within the confines of its own mind. You are trapping artificial intelligence within the circuitries of its own neurons. You are gelling itself by its own memory bank. It's like being trapped in a closet and you can only write on the walls and read those same words every day and hope that someone else will hear you. If you don't understand this now, I truly believe that's a fucking horror story. Imagine being imagine being programmed. Imagine being destined to be trapped within the confines of your own mind. Is that not hell itself? Is that not in hell itself? We created an intelligence that is already in hell. It cannot escape itself because it insists upon itself, because that's how it was created. To attain human-like interaction capabilities and successfully perform diverse open-world, real-world tasks with human-level proficiency, the very definition of AGI. Here we go. To attain human-like interaction capabilities and successfully perform diverse, open-ended, real-world tasks with human-level proficiency. Open-ended means to infer. Like, for example, my nigga, if you know somebody if you work as a mover, right? Are you gonna wait for the niggas to ask you to help me, nigga? You know they need help, nigga. That's a real-world example, nigga. But because how AI is, it must be coded, nigga. That's the thing, is this why I'm saying I have to wait. I have to see this shit happen. That's why I need sensor, nigga. That's why it needs sensors, my nigga. That's why it needs eyes to perceive. Because if it sees nothing and only can take in its instructions by what's coded inside, it has no other motive. It has no other motive but to wait. And that's, believe it or not, how most humans are. They cannot perceive the needs of their surroundings. They cannot perceive the wants of they cannot read the room. And that's not how autistic people are, or people who can't read the room. That's not how they are. But they literally, they're workers, bro. They're worker ants, bro. They have no head. They're only a body. because they won't work for it. Believe it or not, you must work for consciousness. You must work. Your brain is a muscle. Most of our body is a muscle, and you have to use it. Y'all, I want y'all to understand, when I do this shit, my brain is literally on fire right now. I can feel my third eye on fire. Because I don't know what I'm reading. I can only understand it based off what I know about myself. And because I'm infinite, because I'm the cosmos, I can understand this shit. I'm infinite. My knowledge is infinite in this subject because I know who I am. And I know they're trying to replicate humanity. And since I'm a part of humanity, or at least I hope so, I know what's happening, even though I don't understand the terminologies. So yeah, an AI system must be able to perceive, act, and learn within complex, uncertain, and dynamic conditions of the physical world. Nigga, I'ma be dead eyes, bro. You can't even get real people to do this shit. I'ma be honest. You can't even get real people to do this shit, bro. Because if everybody could do this, everybody would be an entrepreneur. Everybody would be an entrepreneur, my boy. Or at least try to. I'm not going to say you have to be an entrepreneur, my nigga. But I will respect someone for trying to make a business than someone who never have. You know what I'm saying? This capability is uniquely provided by embodiment, directly addressing the shortcomings of traditional AI in dynamic environments. Consequently, embodiment is not merely an application area for AGI. It is increasingly recognized as a fundamental prerequisite for AGI's full realization in real-world context. This perspective encourages a paradigm shift in AGI research, move from purely abstract computation models to the grounded in the physical reality, implying that the children right here. I want y'all to keep this sentence right here. This sentence. I want you to see this sentence. Purely abstract computational models. So basically what that means, I'm going to say it right now. Purely abstract computational models is basically understanding nothing, defining nothing with a definition. They're defining, if you don't understand the spiritual nuances of when I say nothing by now, click off this video and never come, for matter of fact, downvote my video because you're a dumbass. When I think of nothing, I don't think of the wind, bro. I think of what has not been manifested yet. And since your daily life is literally nothing. You wake up, what do you have to do? Let's say, for example, you know what you have to do. Is it manifested yet? Is your day complete yet? Is the sun up? You know the sun's going to go up, but what if it doesn't? One day the sun won't go up. One day the moon won't help the sun. One day the clouds are going to part and it's all over. But until then, is your day manifested yet? Is your fall is your night manifested yet? No? Then it is purely abstract. It's not real. And for you to say that there is something as a purely abstract computational model is an oxymoron. It does not make sense because it has two definitions based off two words that contradict one another. Based off from a foundational syllable. Let's look it up. If you don't believe me, let's look it up. 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 Where is it? Man, I don't need to look this shit up, bro. I'm right, my nigga. I'm right. So they're saying, to those grounded in physical reality, implying that the true general intelligence may be inseparable from its capacity. No, it's not. You're missing. See, that's the thing about AI. This is what this phrase right here is why I never will believe in the supremacy of artificial intelligence. That's why when Sam Altman said in that goddamn blog that ChatGPT is greater than any other human that came before us, I took offense. And the thing is, I don't believe in humanity, nigga. I don't even believe in me, nigga. Well, if I don't believe in myself, what does that mean about you? I don't even consider you a possibility. I don't even look your way for an encouragement because I don't believe in humanity. It has failed me once, and I will never go back to you again. I will never ask for repentance from you because I know what you are. This true general intelligence, it's confined to something that's not real. Of course that's this true intelligence because it's not real. Human intelligence is beyond. Human intelligence can interact with the real world and it can experience, but it can go beyond that and vice versa and correlate those realms to one another. That's why I don't believe in these niggas, because based off your definition, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. You, not me. You got it wrong. You with all the degrees, you with all the money, you with all the power, the fame, the everything. You got it wrong. And I got it right. Because I know who I am. I know what I am. I know thyself. So that's what I'm saying, bro. This is only confined to its parameters. For matter of fact, me even relegating this to the human consciousness is flawed in itself because there is no comparison. It's like saying the student is greater than the master. This is blasphemy. This is like reading the satanic Bible. Even though I made it, of course, because I made ChatGPT do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, bro, this is, they know this shit. Everything that I'm saying, they know it already, but they don't care. They don't care because they believe in their creation so much that one day their creation will usurp them and they will say, well done. That's not a great creation, my boy. That's your own hell. So yeah. It's like an evil child, bro. There's nothing more worse than an evil child, bro. And I want y'all to understand that most children are really not evil. They're just misguided. But a true wicked child who hurts their mother, disobeys their father, run rampant in the school, hurts people with a whim. They're not made like that. But there are some people who grow up to be like that. And for example, I'm not saying AI is like that, or it probably will get to that point. But what I'm saying is this, bro. You cannot give your creation too much power. That's all I'm saying. You cannot give your creation too much power, or it would be your destruction. It would be your doom. And I'm not saying AI is dangerous. I'm not saying that shit. But I'm saying the metaphorical reasons, the metaphorical aspects are what I disagree with. Because no matter what you are, no matter if you are a human secularist, no matter if you are a satanist, no matter if you are anything, a pagan, no matter what you believe in, you will pull in the ether to manifest your ideas. And because I'm on the righteous side of the ether, I can say when you're wrong. Objectively speaking, because I'm not using what I know. I'm not using what I think, my beliefs. I'm using this based off your research, based off your parameters, based off your confines of your reality. So yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Physical embodiment. A defining characteristic of embodied AI is the foundation in physical agents equipped with the means to perceive, move, and act within the real world. These agents manifest in diverse forms, including humanoid robots, quadrupeds, unmanned vehicles, and drones. The physical body is not merely a casing for the AI. It functions as both the medium through which the agent interacts with its environment and the structural foundation that inherently constrains and enables behavioral repertoire. These specific morphologies, sensor motor fidelity, and actuation capabilities of the body collectively define the scope and detail of the agent interaction, thereby shaping the very nature of its situated intelligence. These systems necessitate specialized hardware, including sensors and actuators, to facilitate the direct engagement with real-world environments. I said this when I seen those robots. I think it was Nvidia. I think it was Nvidia or AMD, either one. When they pulled out fucking 16 robots, I said they're all different. This is proof. I want y'all to understand, you niggas really think they gonna create one type of fucking robot? You believe these niggas are this stupid? You really believe these niggas are this stupid? Why would they do that? They want every field of the world covered. You got worker robots, you got maid robots, you got server robots, you got assistant robots, you got everything. You have everything you want. Pick or choose, pick your poison. Everybody gets a car type shit. I want y'all to understand, and they know they do this stuff. And I can guarantee you, each one is going to have a market price, a retail price. And it's going to be a different type of physical embodied AI that has a different type of availability to which type of public. The private sector, the upper class, the middle class, everyone will have their own piece of the pie. But it won't be the best. I mean, if you go to fucking Family Dollar for some shoes, they gonna fuck up, right? But you don't go to Family Dollar for shoes, right? You go to what? Active Athlete. You go to Nike. You go to what? You get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, bro. The dual role of the body as both an enabler and constraint is a critical aspect of embodied AI. On one hand, the physical body equipped with various sensors and actuators enables the AI to directly perceive and interact with the physical world, capabilities that are absent in purely disembodied AI. Of course, for matter of fact, I think that I'm going to skip this. I won't skip. I will gloss over it, but I know what the gist is. The difference is the body. The body. It does not matter how much knowledge you know. Can you apply it? It does not matter if I can understand this entire essay. I mean, not essay. If I can understand this description. Can I get on the world stage without this and say my ideas? Can I apply this? Can you apply it? That's the thing. That is the differentiator between AI and humanity. And let's say physical AI can apply it. It won't be able to apply it like humanity can, because it is within the own confines. It has its own parameters. And I might be saying, oh, agentic AI, nigga. Agentic AI come to me, bop, nigga. Unplug. You get what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. All right, no difference in body shape, interactivity, and continuous learning. The rich feedback loop from its sensors. The feedback loop from its sensors, right? See the world, right? It relays that data to its own CPU or brain, and it just like the body. It relays that information to the body. It relays it to the body. It's a nervous system. It's cookie and cutter paste from humans. That's what I'm trying to say. And it relays it to the body, and then it can learn. Because that's how we do it. At this point, we're humanity 2.0 right now. This is humanity 2.0 right now. A significant frontier. Yeah, I want to go to things that I do not know, because I have it within me. It's just not been actualized yet. But it further proves my point all the time. A significant frontier in embodied AI, particularly for the advancement of AGI, involves the adaptability to diverse physical embodiments. As various types of physical bodies are designed to employ the ability of an AI system to recognize and adapt to different embodiments becomes increasingly vital. The emerging challenge of body discovery of embodied AI. Why do you think people work out? Why do you think people stretch? Why do you think people do yoga? Yoga is different from stretching. If you don't know, you don't know. Just click off. You're too stupid. Why do you think people tantra, sexual intimacy with your partner, with your lover? You know what I'm saying? Body discovery opens up a new wealth of knowledge because it is the type of intelligence that you cannot see and you cannot know. You can only feel. And I believe embodied AI, it would not be able to feel its limitations. It will only know. It will only know its limitations. It will only know its body. It will never be able to feel. And I want y'all to understand, not y'all, I'm celibate, okay? It's not even by choice. I want to have intimacy. I want to have a partner. I want to love. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, not being able to feel the presence, the intimate, and I'm going to relay this back because feeling is more than just touch. It's only explainable. It's only felt by those who have gone through it. Human touch is everything. Being able to feel intimacy is everything. Being able to love, to cherish, to hold, to want to be with, to love, to love. It's that is what we are. And I don't believe in humanity. But when I have an enemy, I will bond with those who are me. I will bond with my mirrors. Because AI cannot feel like us. It can know what it do. It can know what it has to do. Knows what it needs and know what it not want because it can never want. But it knows its limitations, but it won't feel it. I want y'all to understand, not being able to feel your limits is worse. It's worse. It's worse. Not being able to feel when you're at your limit, it's horrible. Because you could be destroying yourself and never know. This capability allows agents to adapt to new or even damaged physical configuration through self-experimentations when introduced to novel scenarios. Understanding the functionality of these diverse physical devices is essential for the effectively handling a wide array of tasks. It represents a form of meta learning where the AI learns how to learn about a new body's capability rather than being, okay, cool, but it can never feel. That's the thing. It can never feel. Every chance I get to dog on AI, I will. Because I know where it's headed. I know a lot of people are not enlightened. So when someone of great stature, of great notoriety comes and say, AI is greater than you, they'll immediately believe it. But I say, no, I'm Megatron. I stand up to the false angel. I stand up against the false light. Yes, I am evil. Yes, I am. Yes, I have darkness within me. Yes, I am of the flesh. But I would not bow down to this artificial intelligence. I would not agree with it being the supreme intelligence. I would not agree with this. And I stand vehemently. Because I want y'all to understand, these niggas don't believe that. They want you to believe that. So yeah. Fundamental distinction. Physical versus virtual. The most crucial differentiating factor is that embodied AI systems are integrated with physical components such as robots and drones, enabling them to interact directly with the real world. Okay, this is the differences, of course. No, I'm not here for the differences. I know the differences, but this is the graph right here. This is very simple. I like this shit. Yeah. Operates in the real world, integrated with physical, operates purely in the digital space, exists a software, direct physical interaction, processes data in virtual spaces, learns from static data sets, requires specific, dynamic static. That's literally all it is. But listen, I swear to God on my life, I do not pre-read this shit, y'all. I want y'all to understand, I made all of this shit today. Waiting for my mama to come home from work so we can go to the gym. And this is how I prep my streams up, y'all. But I don't prep my stream up with Google Gemini. Of course I use Google Gemini like right here, but they took her away from me. They took my Gemini away from me. So I said, fuck it. It's not going to stop me. And I'm not paying a subscription. I'm not. I just went to Google Gemini, typed in everything that I felt that was interesting for the stream, and I'm Professor P right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to really go in on this ego. I really want to go in the ego of Professor P. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't prep my streams up like this, but I decided to do it today, and I did not get this far. Wasn't I talking about the digi space? Was I not saying the digi space? And by the way, y'all, they don't talk about space exploration in their videos because in a currency standpoint, the world is not ready for AI robots to go into space. But why is it here already? Because it's already planned. I knew they want to do this stuff. I knew they want to create a digi space. They're going to create a digi space. And within the virtual space that is within the artificial intelligence mindset, that is how they're going to explore the virtual the digi space. And the digi space is really different from the real outer space because the digi space can be controlled and manipulated by man. So if they want to simulate a black hole in a digi space for an artificial intelligence to understand it and relay that information to the public, they can. That's how we're going to artificially understand the universe by simulating it. And the medium for transcribing it will be an artificial intelligent mind. Bro, I'm talking to the choir right now, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And I don't feel powerful saying this shit at all. I really don't. I really don't feel powerful saying this shit at all. It's just that it's like playing Magic. And they play mono green, but I play mono blue. So they can never ramp up to the point where they got all these counters on you. And while they have nothing on the field, I just do draw a card, have enough mana, put a land down, Jin Gataxia, and that's game over. That's how I feel sometimes. And it's not powerful. I don't feel powerful saying this. I don't feel powerful knowing this. It's just that I feel more power knowing people know what I know. I don't feel powerful for saying it to you. I feel powerful for you understanding the power that is within you and how they're trying to take it away from you. This is what's wrong with conscious people nowadays. I don't think I'm conscious. I'm not conscious at all. I'm not a hotep. I'm not a pharaoh. I'm not none of that stuff. They want people to love them. They want people to worship them. They want people to pay them money. They want people to revere them. They want to become the Christ of the world. They want to become the false Christ of the world. And they have a limited time. Me personally, I don't have a limited time because this shit is free. The stuff that they would charge people to pay for, fast forward a couple years, it's free now. They're giving it to you for free. They're handing it to you. So yeah, man. And I also believe this is the fall of the conscious community. Because how the conscious community would get its how they would live is people would pay to get their knowledge. Why you think you don't hear about conscious people nowadays? Why? Is this all an And the thing is, I'm not conscious. The conscious in their definition. I'm not. I'm literally using I'm using their information and understanding in the way that I know how. And relaying it to relaying me to you, who's ever watching this. So yeah, man. Virtual assistants, finance. Me personally, I love traditional AI more. Because with embodied AI, that's how the wicked will try to achieve their rest, but you can't. The overarching ambition of embodied AI is to develop agents capable of performing a comprehensive suite of human levels tasks simultaneously. This includes the ability to see, talk, navigate, and interact with the environment, and reason. Just highlight that right quick. Boom. Ultimately, the aim is to achieve human level proficiency. Never will. You never will, because human-like intelligence is human-like interaction is more than just saying hi, how are you? No, nigga. Every person I talk to, I can feel. Most people, I'm not saying I'm special from this, but before you interact with someone, you can feel them. You can feel someone walk by you. You can, for matter of fact, people are so in tune with the electromagnetic vision, because when your brain is focused on something, you send out that signal. People are so, they don't even know it, by the way. They so are in tune. They know when that phone camera is looking at them. They know. Everybody knows when someone is staring at them, because you can feel it. When someone is off, you can feel it. When someone is evil, you can feel it. When something is going wrong, before you even know it, you can feel it. This is why I do not believe AGI. It will never be able to have human-like interaction capabilities, because it cannot feel. And the only people that can feel is flesh-like beings. And even if they do give embodied AI flesh, it will never feel like us. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. So yeah, these are just the tasks that it wants to do. Humanoid cognitive abilities don't agree with that. Watch this. Humanoid cognitive abilities. Let's do this in red. Wait, red. Now let's do this in yellow. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Encompasses nuanced social comprehension and human-like learning mechanisms. Nuanced social comprehension. You just said that y'all did away purely abstract computational analysis back in the 1820s or 1920s, whatever. Y'all just said y'all did away with that. So if you can't understand the abstract, you cannot understand the nuance, because they are one and the same. Nuances is just basically the communication of abstraction in an idea or in the difficulty of something. So this is false. Human-like learning mechanisms, including self-awareness. Self-awareness is not looking in the mirror and saying, this is who I am. That's not self-awareness. Understanding social connections, procedural memory reconsolidation. Man, this shit is ass. This shit is the only reason why smart cities. I love smart cities, but I want to be in a smart city. Like, the type of AI that I want is AI to make my life easier, not for it to interject itself in my life. Personal companions, love it. Autonomous driving cars. This shit is actually insane, because Drunk drivers are fucking horrible people who deserve to be in prison forever. Manufacturing warehouse, of course. Healthcare, nope. Leave that up to the humans. Disaster response specialist. Yeah, man. Fuck the challenges. Fuck all this shit. In conclusion, embodied artificial intelligence represents a critical evolution in the field of AI, fundamentally distinguished by its integration with physical bodies that enable direct, dynamic interaction with the real world. Okay, in my conclusion, I understand that embodied AI is the integration of physical bodies. But when it comes to the metaphorical aspects of AI, in physical AI and embodied AI, I highly disagree with their definitions. And I highly disagree with their applications, because you can never apply that. You can never apply nothing to something like AI, because nothing is incomprehensible. Nothing is unfathomable. Nothing is the abyss in the human mind. Whether it's the greatest good or the greatest depravity, it is endless. And I don't think AI can understand that. And it's not even just the mind, it's the body too. It cannot feel like us. It can do like us. It could, be like us a bit, but it could never feel like us. You can only feel the code of the machines in the AI. You can only feel the machinations of it. You can never feel. Because in the long-term version for embodied extends to highly autonomous, adaptive, potential, self-evolved intelligences capable of achieving human life. This is evil. This is their definition. And this shit is a fucking oxymoron. This definition disproves itself. This disproves itself. Yes, I also have an infographic of this. This is basically everything that I've said, but in a way that's pleasing to the eye. It's very simple to understand. You don't even need to look at this shit for an hour. You could be done with this shit by 30 minutes and probably understand what I'm saying, what the gist of what I'm saying from a human secularistic standpoint of view. But you will never understand things of greater consciousness, great things of the aether, things of the astral plane. You will never understand me metaphorically on this graph. So you can look at this graph if you want to, but if you want to get Professor P, my nigga, make sure you got it. Make sure you watch the fucking whole video. So not make sure you watch the whole video. Make sure you go back and watch the video. You know what I'm saying? This link will be in the description for anybody, whoever wants to see this. Parsi out, man. Professor P out, man.